yeah. Uh, I gotta sit up straight, otherwise it's gonna, whatever's. Anyway, happy Mother's, Empress Day. Upcoming. This is the vibe, this is the Eve, carrying the vibe. And, this is for the reverence of patience and trust in unknowing. Okay? Birthing something into existence. And so, left hand got Death card in reverse. 5 of Swords in reverse on the other hand. This is excellent. I mean, this is perfect in the down. This is like a photo shoot where when I get the header cards and I do the little boop doo boop and then 3 2 1 and we do that. So it's very telling. I mean, I just came up with the I was called to do it with like within seconds. The title of it. I'm like, it's not just Mother's Day. What does that signify? It's and it's not just birthing something into existence. It's a TLC. It's what is it? Like the handling part of it, the care. So anyway, let's not get too tangled up in terms here. But angels of light and love, I welcome you in to do your thing. So anyway, this is transformative, right? And it's the unknowing. And then 5 of Swords. I mean, I think this is a blend of the material here with the 5 of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like humbling, where I'm just gonna have to trust in what's happening here, the changes that are about to occur. Historically, they've always put me in a better place, so I'm gonna go with that. Neat is that. I had a hard time getting started today. I mean, like, out of bed. I don't know what it is. Somebody was on my mind. I don't know why for, like, that long of time. It was just, like, just kind of felt like it got me stuck. And I don't know if it was a diversion or what, but... I got fed up with it. Decided to break away. And, started doing just some shit around the house. And lo and behold, it got me somewhere. Progress, number 1. So, that's good. Alright, what does my panel want to say with this as a topic? Oh, look at that! There's an invitation. It came out of, I think, right there. Oh, don't get lost. Okay, right there. 7 of Coins. Just be patient. I didn't realize that this was turned up. But, this is a card of intentions, of the creators, where to find them. This is good tidings. Oh, and there's 4 built in here. There's good tidings from my panel of 4. How wonderful is that? That's weird. Thanks. I'll put that on my header. I like it. So this is kind of like the baby shower, the Empress shower. This is good. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's go. Let's do it. Temperance in reverse and 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Coins. Love all around. This is reciprocation. And temperance in reverse, though. Okay. These are for people who don't know, like, when to say when. You know, like, in like a poor sense, it's like they can't hold their liquor, or but this is like too much consumption. But this is saying that I get to receive that. The reciprocation is like the cup overfloweth, and it's okay. Like when somebody's pouring, you say, tell me when, and you go, when, before it overflows. They're saying you can say when a little late if you want. Yeah, this is good. There's a lot coming. This is good. This is wonderful. Okay. Oh, there's gonna be abundance of things, like more than what is expected for the now moment. That's definitely what they're saying, is it's long overdue. So let's say somebody's been trying to have a kid for a good decade. They've tried in vitro fertilization. They've tried, multiple routes, methods, natural methods, etc. And then they finally get to, a success. And so that's kind of like that. You get to really and envelop yourself in those feelings, like just comprehensive, in full totality. Doesn't matter what's happening in your life. That is the prime moment that nobody can damage. So that's what they're saying. The cup overfloweth on that, because that's where your intentions have been. Okay, that's great. So when you're focused on this birthing into something into existence, and you've gone through multiple seasons of trial and trial and trial without perceiving it as an error, that's good vibes. That's good vibes that you're putting out there in the universe. So it's easy to have reverence for patience and what is it? Reverence for patience and I forgot. Oh my gosh. Why why am I getting that? A trust in the unknowing. So it's like you've become a soldier in that, right. Yes. When I get other messages, I get like blank out on the others sometimes. 2 of 1, size that up correctly. Okay, you picked up those sticks, Tina. It's okay. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, so there's other things coming along. And like, let's say this person that was on my mind, maybe it's not their fault, or they're doing anything bad to, and I'm just highly receptive to other energies, and so they're not trying to impede on my space, but it does. So the thing is that you have to create guidelines for yourself, and if it's holding you up, if certain things are holding you up, the concept is to isolate that and correct whatever is happening, what the effects are. So it's not to finger point and say like that's an issue, it's just like, let's just correct the problem. And so sometimes you have to do that. You have to separate yourself a little bit and know what's best for you. So it doesn't define the other as this or that. It's just knowing how dynamics work. It's like, the teacher in class are like, I know you two are best buddies, but you guys keep talking. You guys keep chatting. I got to separate you two. Like, you two are just getting along too much. It's kind of similar, you know, understanding the dynamic like that. I feel like sometimes we have to do that at work. It's like, we got to change it up a little bit. I wish I could work remotely. It's kind of bullshit that I can't. They're not letting me. It's really a lot of bullshit. So, you know what I started doing? I started leaving my laptop at work. You know what? For the longest time, you've been leading me on thinking that I could possibly get that. And then, you know, like that I have to work up the trust level to get to that point. And then when I display that there's a realm of, you know, I'm trustworthy, you take that away and like give me a shitload of excuses, including like the main branch is all coming back to work now, when it was validated by the other branch that no, it's 3 days on, 2 days off by the bulk of them, over 90% of the people there. And so that's how I knew I wasn't just being bullshitted, but everybody was being lied to at that point. So I just, you know, you get what you get, and that's it. Like, you want to, no, I'm not even, the stuff that's emergency stuff, that'll be incurred as overtime. I'm not going to flex on that. I have the right for that. I'm not going to use that like, oh, okay, that chunk of time, it's not time and a half when I apply it to, you know, the space of time that I need it, because all you're doing is just pulling that full hour and then slotting it to whatever time I need off, not the hour and a half, not as it should be. So, no, I'm not going to cut myself on that. So I started leaving my laptop at work. I'm just like, no, I'm not given that allowance, so why should I pretend like it's anything else? So, you know, it's not being sassy with it. It's just, that's the reality, you know? You want that? Put it in a contract. Pay me more. Actually, it is in contract already. They just don't want me to do that, so. What I should say more accurately is honor the contracts. 4 of Swords inverted, the Lover's card inverted, the Sun card inverted, and the 5 of Wands extroverted. You know what I'm hearing? Love is a battlefield. But it's like, those already opted in to my energy. It's obvious. And with that conglomerate energy of that compatibility, we're a strong force that it's like building immunities. The allies that I have, that conglomerate energy creates a huge immunity against others. And it's not fully against, it's more like it's a great mediation force, especially with the 4 of Swords inverted. The thought process is all in good intention. With the Lovers and the Sun card, definitely. Is, you know, like 2 heads think better than 1. Well, when you have the sum of however many, it's kind of like trailblazing, like so many lined up. The domino effect is kind of like the ripple effect in that force. So it kind of leads the way here. As you can see, there's like a tunnel, a path. It's like, you know, you have to get through me before you get to that person. And I do that for my children. It's like any energies that try to fuck with my children, that, especially if they're adults, yeah, see? Yeah, especially, you know, pick on someone your own size, and I will make sure that I will deliver. So you go through me before you can ever get to my kids. And so I built that ward, and it's kind of like that, you know, you go through the team before you can get through this gateway. So it's kind of like a grouping that knows a certain passcode to get in, you know. So it's very similar to that before they can ever even conceive of getting into that portal. That's good. Checks and balances, all on the same page. It's good, but everybody has their own specialty. So the passcode is kind of like multi-factor authentication when you go through these series of people that have their certain specialties. And that's my crew. So good. So good. Those are my allies. What an interesting take on that. I mean, that's wonderful. I mean, could you expect anything less from the Empress realm? So we're looking at the reverence for patience and trust in the unknowing, because ultimately, looking at the goals that we wrote up for ourselves and those that we were volunteered for, all of them were executed. And with that, we didn't even, at least I didn't see what was going to be like the prize at the end. And that collective energy is excellent. Excellent. So, all right, what does my panel want to say? We have two people here. Hello. Queen of Wands. Magical. This is great. This is a good feeling. This is knowing your power, exercising it. This is a chick that gave birth. And then like 2 weeks later, she looks like she's been working out all her life. Like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's funny. Okay, so I got that on my side. Now, should I be speaking? I think I should be speaking more for myself, and my crew, my allies won't be offended. They know what applies and what doesn't. But it's time for me to claim it basically for myself. It's been, oh, how did it fall? Yep, it fell even on the passenger side, like the threshold between or that lip where the car door closes. So definitely, even on the passenger seat, it's time for me to receive. Like, absolutely, it did a roll. That's the first time that it ever happened like that. Amazing. Amazing grace provided. Anything else that you want to say? Top of the deck, 3 of Cups in reverse. Some people celebrate it, some people don't, whatever. But I feel like this is undercover celebration. Like, people know that I'm introverted, and there's only so much hype that I'm interested in partaking in. You know what I mean? Like, let me just get the bottom card from that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They know that a part of that, like, celebration is, what I see as reward is not full out celebration, like everybody hyping me up. I part of the reward in what I do is having that me time granted back to me. Like, I just want to kind of be by myself sometimes, and do my own thing. That's, yeah. Anything else here that you want to say? My panel. Oh, darn. Page of Cups in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. 2 of Coins in reverse. The Chariot. Ace of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Swords. Yeah, this is, let me see. 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Alright. This is exactly it. This is another reiteration of it, is that there is, you know, hidden admirer energy, but it's also saying that, like, I just kind of, like, I want to spend some of that celebration time to me, through, like, just kind of breaking away. I don't want to show up to everything. So I do have to know when to say no to certain things, because balance needs to happen. Therefore, that's representation. Oh, sorry, 20% battery. That's balance needs to happen. You see that it's a representation of the two horses out front. But it's definitely like I understand my power, and I just want to be like kind of hold some of that to myself. Like I don't want to go into hermit mode. Sometimes I just want to be out by myself, and that's what I do. Gosh, that was like an essay format of these two cards. That's funny. Well, obviously I passed the test. The midterm, the final. I mean, essay questions are a bitch, you know? Even to correct as a teacher, can you imagine it? Like, you have to, like, you have to go one by one by one by one. But there's, like, a certain strategy to it for teachers that actually care about, you know, their classes, not just their delivery. But, like, what the receptivity is collectively. So you're not just reading essay by essay by essay and the grading it, but you're thinking about each and every individual that's test taking. But you're also looking at, like, what did the whole class, you know, what was the whole class's takeaway? And so you have to get, like, privately grade it on a curve on what was the collective takeaway. And sometimes you got to do that also with work and meetings. It's like, okay, this is where everybody's at. So I know that I can't, like, this is what I'm working with, okay? So I can't force anything to happen. You just got to go with what, I mean, you can make small changes. You can influence a bit, but, like, I'm not going to micromanage. I'm not, like, that means that, like, if that's what's, especially coming from strong figures or whatever, I gotta be easy on myself. I gotta, like, yeah, it's a good measure. So meetings are not wasted. There's still some takeaway in alternative aspects. Oh, you're back. Okay. I think I have like 20% battery. Well, thank you for the compliments. Psh, what is this? 9 of Cups in reverse. This has been a common theme. I did a few readings offline that I'll post later, just because I needed some breakaway time. I was told to. This was the only exception that I was allowed so far. But 9 of Cups, and a common theme now in redefining what happiness means to you. And it's just elaborating that. Like, I could be fine just at home doing my own thing, but I was told to step out and be comfortable being seen, doing my own thing. I'm starting to go out now by myself, like to I went to what do you call it? A show by myself. Do they call it a club still? I don't know. But I did that, and I held my own just fine, and I had a good time. I'll have an even better time on the second round, third round, whatever. But there's a lot of shows coming up, and I'm hoping that I could save on certain realms of spending so that I can go to these things. I can fund them. Why did I get the 8 of Pentacles here? I think there's something about putting the finishing piece here. You know, when we're building something, we have certain intentions in mind about its purpose, who it's for, and you know, what is the foreseeable plans for it. You know, just there's a lot of ideation that comes through, a lot of planning, execution, etc. But like, we don't know exactly what's going to happen until that finishing touch is placed. And so I think that's a good thing, because I usually work with very bad people. In the past few months, no, not few months, oh, especially few months, if that's what they said, definitely in the past few months. But in the past few years, I have definitely worked with some really awful people. And maybe this isn't the great promo if I'm looking for another job, but you know, I know that those that will accept me, that's exactly where I'm supposed to be. So we'll see how this thing goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. You just never know. Maybe I don't have to go back to the 9-to-5 job. They keep telling me something very, very, very wonderful is going to happen for me. Multiple. So, I don't know yet. Just focus on that finishing touch. Okay. I like it. You're just gonna have to hold up with me if you want more. But yeah. So I don't know where it left off, but I have my cards set aside so I can finish off the reading shortly. But yeah, I was told to enjoy my weekend, and it should decrease the stress, anxieties, any kind of I'm just told to shake it off. So that's what we be doing. I was told that I rest of my stuff, but I don't know if I want to do that. I'm a little shy. So I'll find a way to release and yeah. One thing, the people that I want to hang out with don't want to hang out with me. I started to ask, scared or anxious or just not at ease with me. Oh, why? But you get caught up in all of that stuff sometimes, and I don't need that. I need to move forward. So rather than questioning all of that, I figured it'll deplete. Any kind of yucky vibes will deplete once I really just focus on myself and take care of myself and the things that need to be done. So all the other stuff, there's just no time for that, it's like an ongoing game of would you rather, and I would rather put myself in a better place for sure, rather than questioning why some variation of a question of that can their interest of the people around me. It's just all right. So I'm gonna wrap up this reading shortly because I'm just about to back into this vicinity. In a second. I don't. Please do not fuck around here. Please, please, please. Last time this happened, my car died. But I replaced the battery. $240 later. Fuck. All right. Maybe I'll just leave it on. Can I do that? Let's do that. I'm gonna be all up in my face. Okay. All right. do like this. Alright, my panel. What are the last things that happened? But like, these three tapped on my chest on the top, okay? And it's the Queen of Cups in reverse. Common theme in these days. But Judgment, and then the Emperor, like, right behind it. So Spirit's like, ultimate backing. Judgment, karma is coming in. And even though, like, I may not feel super duper confident about, like, everything, like, I can agree to disagree with my feelings on that level, and I'm just gonna go with the undercurrents. Like, this is kind of like the Queen of Cups, super intuitive person, laying low, even if it's in reversal. Like, let's see what happens. And then shit happens. It's like the good stuff. These are not just decisions made, but this is stuff that's been long planned. And this is great. So I don't got nothing to worry about on that. But what is the bottom of the deck? Knight of Wands in reverse. It's your hype man, Tina. It's your hype man undercover. Okay? It could be the ultimate lay low energy, which is a player, but it's like fun vibes, and it's just like, I'm gonna make sure that you're taken care of, that you're gonna have a good time. This comes from a different generation for sure, though, like millennial or Zen, whatever. These are good people. So let me just double check here. Yep, charm for harvesting. They're securing that for me. Look at that. These are people that like know the ins and outs, because they're like the newer generations, and they're gonna help this old puppy out. All right. So what is your takeaway? Takeaway, aka our takeaway. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, Ace of Cups. Four of Cups, and both of them are in reverse, and the King of Cups. That's Spirit and Cash. I'm telling you, this is a different generation. The newer generation's helping me out. My young'uns. Thank you. They've taken the choice, and they're like, you know, when you throw a cup of water in somebody's face, they're like, you know, in the breakups or whatever. This is the other kind of energy, like celebration. So that's really cool. Thank you. So that's awesome. All right. So what is my takeaway? Just my takeaway. The Empress. This takeaway. Seven of Swords. I can take it. I can take it. Some people are calling it bullshit, but no, I can take it away. I can take this away. I want to get a clarifier for that. I just smelled some of my pheromones, my sweat pheromones. Two of Swords and yours. Look at that. Like, I can take them all. I can take the swords. You see, Five of Swords, and then there's two left. And then I can take the other two. It's an open road. You can take it all. That's awesome. Oh, I forgot to take the top of the deck, which is Eight of Wands, communication, and from a distance, and the Tower moment. Again, decisions have been made, and they've been communicated to me. So they're telling me to clean up. Ah, that's good. I like it. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for all donations provided and light and love. I certainly appreciate it. But now that this reading is officially over, I thank all sponsors and supporters. And now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assist them with a sequence of roll out and light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.